Hello, today is Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. Here is your daily signal.
According to Bloomberg, India is urging domestic refiners to increase LPG production as uncertainty persists around the Strait of Hormuz, a critical choke point responsible for about a fifth of global oil supply. Tensions and heightened military presence in the region have raised risks of disruptions to oil flows, pushing countries like India to implement protective policy measures while Iranian exports face restrictions and blockades, triggering covert shipments via dark tanker operations. On August 16, 2026, clandestine tanker operations shuttling oil from the Strait of Hormuz into the Gulf of Oman were reported to be running at full tilt, stabilizing global crude prices. Satellite images published the same day reveal Saudi tankers positioned on both sides of the strait, preparing to move oil despite Iranian restrictions, while India ramped up LPG output in anticipation of festival season shortfalls. Near term, this instability could lead to volatile crude and gas prices, impacting inflation and energy security worldwide. Continued covert shipping may evade sanctions yet increase risks of environmental incidents and maritime conflict, while Indian and other importers' strategic moves could reshape energy markets. Escalating tensions could provoke direct confrontations, risking massive supply chain disruptions.
Next, on to geopolitics in Asia.
Associated Press reports that the USS George Washington, the last American aircraft carrier stationed in the Pacific, is departing toward the Middle East, leaving the Western Pacific without its key military asset as China ramps up aggression.
The U.S.
has maintained a robust military presence in Asia to deter Chinese and North Korean threats, but resource reassignment is altering the region's security structure and pushing diplomatic engagement with China and North Korea to the forefront.
President Donald Trump announced on August 16, 2026, plans to trim U.S.
military exercises with South Korea, citing Seoul's refusal to support Iran operations and describing North Korea as unthreatening and respectful. A day earlier, Trump posted a photo with Kim Jong-un, noting positive relations between the leaders. In the short term, reducing military activities may embolden China to assert more control in disputed Pacific regions.
The shift could weaken U.S. South Korea military readiness and signal diminished U.S. commitment to allies, while positive rhetoric toward North Korea may support stability, but risks undermining deterrence.
A rebalancing of power could accelerate regional arms races and heighten diplomatic uncertainty among Pacific countries.
Next, onto AI sector consolidation.
TechCrunch reports that Stripe will acquire AI gateway startup OpenRouter for over $7 billion, a move expected to enhance Stripe's ability to deliver AI-powered payment and compliance solutions. Stripe, a global financial technology leader, is expanding its reach into AI infrastructure as OpenRouter specializes in integrating models and API access. As part of the deal, OpenRouter's team and technology will be integrated into Stripe's fast-growing portfolio of AI tools. Stripe, founded by Patrick and John Collison, will absorb OpenRouter's executive team and core engineering staff, while key investors backing both fintech and AI startups anticipate improved capabilities for Stripe's major clients. Stripe may accelerate launches of AI-driven financial services, while competitors like Adyen and PayPal could respond with their own acquisitions or infrastructure investments. The deal is likely to consolidate the market, shifting leverage toward major fintechs and setting new standards for secure, scalable AI model deployment in commerce.
Now, onto the markets.
International equities saw broad gains, with Germany represented by EWG up 7.6% month-over-month, while Spain edged higher by 6.06% and China large cap rose by 1.71%. Japan was modestly higher, with India up 2% and Netherlands was a laggard, dipping 1.17% day-over-day. Commodities posted strong advances as gold surged 11.9% month-over-month and platinum led with a 12.6% jump, while U.S. oil climbed 5.5%. Silver also saw robust momentum, up 16.36% for the month, while uranium rallied 15.1%. Agricultural commodities like corn and wheat scored smaller but positive gains. In sector performance, the S&P 500 ticked up 3.6% this month, healthcare jumped nearly 10%, and semiconductors retreated by 2%, with SPY as top gainer and SOX as top loser. The main favorites included Microsoft, which moved higher by 20% month-over-month, Adobe gaining 15.8%,
and Axon jumping 20.3%, while AMD declined over 7% and Marvell soared by more than 19%. Among individual stocks, Zero Stack Corp ZSDK skyrocketed 302% and Moderna mRNA rose 147%, with Profusa PFSA plunging 54% and ZOS Inc. warrants ZOSOA dropping 57%, marking the biggest moves today. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.